You know, as of this taping, the president has not weighed in on ABC's decision to put us back on the air.
In a stunning comeback, Jimmy Kimmel's fiery return monologue on September 23, 2025, explodes with millions of YouTube views, turning Trump's cancel crusade into a laughable misfire. The late-night legend isn't just back, he's rewriting the rules of defiance. The curtain rises. The Jimmy Kimmel Live theme song blares, electric and defiant. On September 23, 2025, 6.3 million Americans tune into ABC, but that's just the beginning. Within hours, Kimmel's return monologue, a razor-sharp, no-holds-barred takedown of his critics, lights up the internet, racking up millions of YouTube views and sending X into a frenzy. After a week-long suspension that had haters crowing about his downfall, Kimmel didn't just return. He unleashed a cultural juggernaut. This is the story of how one monologue turned a vicious attempt to silence a comedian into a viral victory that shook the entertainment world to its core. Buckle up. This is a roller coaster of drama, defiance, and unexpected alliances. A monologue that broke the internet. For 6 long days, Jimmy Kimmel Live was off the air and the vultures circled. Former President Donald Trump led the charge, taking to X with venomous glee. Kimmel's show is dead. Nobody watches. Fox News pundits piled on, labeling Kimmel a woke has-been whose liberal rants had finally killed his ratings. The hashtag Kimmel canceled trended, with trolls and talking heads alike predicting the end of his late-night reign. The narrative was set. Jimmy Kimmel was done, a relic of a bygone era. But on September 23rd, Kimmel stepped back onto the ABC stage, and the world wasn't ready for what came next. With his signature smirk, Kimmel launched into a monologue that was equal parts comedy, defiance, and raw emotion. "Well, I do tonight," he declared, revealing that 6.3 million viewers had tuned in despite Nexstar and Sinclair blacking out the show in 23% of U.S. households. The crowd roared as he took aim at Trump. "You almost have to feel sorry for him. He tried his best to cancel me. Instead, he forced millions of people to watch the show." That backfired bigly. The line landed like a thunderclap, but Kimmel wasn't done. He pivoted to free speech, thanking supporters across the political spectrum, including conservative heavyweights like Ben Shapiro, Clay Travis, Candace Owens, Mitch McConnell, Rand Paul, and even Ted Cruz, for defending his right to speak. "Some of the things they say make me want to throw up," Kimmel quipped, "but it takes courage to speak out against this administration, and they deserve credit." The monologue didn't just air, it detonated. Clips flooded YouTube, amassing millions of views within hours. On X, the internet erupted into a chaotic mix of memes, hot takes, and viral reactions. This wasn't just a TV moment, it was a cultural earthquake, proving Kimmel was far from canceled. The viral fallout and social media storm. The media frenzy was immediate and relentless. Deadline broke the story. Jimmy Kimmel's return monologue goes viral, racking up millions of YouTube views. Variety chimed in, "Kimmel's comeback crushes critics," with 6.3 million viewers. The Hollywood Reporter called it the monologue that broke the internet. On YouTube, the official Jimmy Kimmel Live channel saw clips of the monologue skyrocket, with one 3-minute segment hitting 5 million views by the next morning. TikTok exploded with reaction videos, fans tearing up over Kimmel's free speech stance, comedians praising his wit, and skeptics dissecting his motives. X was a battlefield. Fans posted memes of Kimmel as a gladiator slaying his critics, while detractors cried foul. Fake views. ABC's cooking the books. One X user raged, echoing Trump's fake news mantra. Another posted, "Kimmel's playing the victim to save his dying show." But the numbers didn't lie. Nielsen confirmed the 6.3 million TV viewers, and YouTube's view counter kept climbing. Kimmel's shout-out to conservative figures was the spark that lit the fuse. Kimmel praising Ted Cruz? "I'm in the twilight zone," one X user tweeted, the post going viral with 60,000 likes. Another wrote, "Jimmy just turned a suspension into a masterclass in owning the narrative." Conservative commentators were divided. Ben Shapiro doubled down, tweeting, "Kimmel's politics are nonsense, but censorship is worse." Candace Owens posted, I don't watch his show, but I'll fight for his right to say what he wants. Meanwhile, Fox News ran segments accusing Kimmel of pandering for sympathy. He's using free speech as a shield, one pundit sneered. Yet the viral surge was undeniable. Kimmel's monologue was everywhere, from Reddit threads to Instagram reels, cementing his return as the story of the week. Kimmel's legacy of stirring the pot. To grasp the magnitude of this moment, you need to know Jimmy Kimmel's journey. He's no stranger to the spotlight or the crosshairs. From his early days on The Man Show, with its crude humor and frat boy antics, to his transformation into a late-night titan, Kimmel has always courted controversy. His liberal politics made him a target during Trump's presidency, when his monologues roasted the former president with surgical precision. Trump hit back hard, branding Kimmel boring, talentless, and a ratings disaster on X. The feud became a cultural saga, with Kimmel leaning into the fight, turning Trump's insults into comedy gold. The September 2025 suspension was a new low. ABC's vague explanation, programming decisions, fueled speculation of external pressure from advertisers to political operatives. Trump pounced, posting, "Kimmel's show is dead. Nobody watches anymore." Fox News ran nightly segments questioning whether Kimmel's woke humor had alienated viewers. Social media piled on, with hashtag #KimmelCanceled trending alongside mocking memes. But Kimmel's history is one of resilience. He's survived blackface apologies, healthcare debates, and personal attacks by owning his mistakes and doubling down on his voice. This time, he didn't just survive. He turned controversy into a cultural juggernaut. The conservative support was the wild card. Ben Shapiro, a fierce critic of liberal media, tweeted, "Kimmel's wrong on most things, but silencing him sets a dangerous precedent." Ted Cruz, whom Kimmel once mocked mercilessly, called the suspension an attack on free speech. These weren't just gestures. They were cracks in America's polarized armor, showing that free speech could still bridge divides. Kimmel's decision to thank them was strategic, amplifying a rare moment of unity in a fractured landscape. It wasn't just about saving his show. It was about reminding everyone what's at stake when voices are silenced. Why this hits different? Let's get real. I've watched Kimmel for years, from his goofy sketches to his gut-punch monologues. He's not everyone's cup of tea. His politics lean hard left, and I've cringed at some of his takes. But this moment, it's bigger than Kimmel. It's about the fight for free speech in a world where everyone's quick to hit the mute button. Seeing him stand tall, roast his critics, and thank his ideological opposites hit me in the chest. It's messy, it's complicated, and yeah, it's surreal to see Kimmel and Ted Cruz on the same page. But that's why it matters.